So, Mike, we're clear on your release plan, yeah?
Yes.
We've set you up at a local hostel. So, tell me about this job.
Yeah, I've got a chef role in a hotel.
Enjoy yourself. It's one of the best hotels in London, so...
Is it?
Yeah, it's on the top list in UK.
All right, the steak, well done with kick.
Was you working before your sentence?
Not really. So I was sleeping on the streets for a while.
Hey, howdy, hey, awesome people of the internet, Wolfman47 here, and today I'm going to talk to you about the film Urchin. So this is a film that I saw with Clank Zoka. I mean, I could say I've seen it with Clank Zoka or not, but most of the time I will have seen it with Clank Zoka. It's just like with how I Swear is trying to portray someone with Tourette's syndrome. Urchin is trying to portray someone who's homeless and just sort of shows the highs and lows of that, what he goes through and everything. Frank Deline is the guy that plays the homeless guy, and some of you might be familiar with him because he has had roles in the Harry Potter films as young Tom Riddle and Fear the Walking Dead as one of the main characters from seasons 1 through 4. So in the film, he plays this homeless guy who's trying to get by finding money. Pretty much ticks all the boxes when it comes to portraying homeless people, sort of showing how desperate they can get with money, showing that they drink, do drugs, and everything, and they do often have to have help when the need calls for it after brawls and everything. And yeah, it kind of ticks all the boxes that you would expect to see in this sort of film. But I think the problem I have with it is that it could have gone a hell of a lot more into it. Like, there's so much more they could have done, but what it really does is just do all like the main sort of major stuff that homeless people have to deal with. Not that I have any experience in that, because I don't really know what it's like to be homeless, but I do feel sorry for them, because for a lot of those people, it's not their fault that they're homeless because they may have just been homeless for various reasons. But then there's like many more that are homeless and it is their fault, and they just they're just desperate to get money so that they can get drinking and everything to sort of forget about the fact that it is their fault. Not that I'm judging or anything when I say that. So it kind of delves into all the sort of hard-hitting parts about being homeless, and also the nice parts as well, like when he gets a job, when he goes and hangs out with friends, and all this other stuff. And then there are parts in the film which kind of sort of bring the film to a halt, but it's okay, because even though the film is like 99 minutes long, the sort of parts where it does sort of bring the film to a halt does make it okay, because it's kind of trying to pace itself. Like, there's a moment where we go through a drain, and it's kind of like a very sort of CGI kind of experience and everything. So sort of like the things you would typically see in an A24 film and all that. And then there's like another time where it's towards the end of the film, and he gets thrown out of a church and something, and yeah. So yeah, it's an interesting film, a film that could have gone much harder than it did. It covers all the bases with sort of the experience of being homeless. Not that I'd want to experience that myself. So yeah. So overall, it's a good film, and honestly, I don't really know if there's much to say other than it's nice to sort of see sort of London. I think it's London settings, just seeing people go by and everything, sort of looking at London life in a way. So yeah, and apart from Frank Deline, who's pretty much the main focus, the rest of the cast are pretty good as well, just acting as you'd expect them to act. Yeah, and I think there was a few times where I was kind of not compared to I Swear, where I was very angry with the Tourettes, with how the Tourettes guy, with the Tourettes guy, basically. I wasn't feeling as angry with Frank here because a lot of the stuff he was going, his character was going through in the film, much of it was his fault, but then there's a few times where it wasn't his fault. Like, he didn't know what to expect with the job that he applied for, because he thought it was going to be all smooth sailing, but it's actually much harder than that and everything. And there was one point where he was pleasuring himself to what I can hear as sort of gay porn, and they don't really delve into that much with his sort of gay side, if there is a gay side to him. So yeah, and it is what it is. So I'm going to give Urchin pretty much exactly the rating I gave it on Letterboxd, which is a 7 out of 10. It's definitely a good film about someone who's homeless, but as I say, it could have gone in much harder. It could have delved in much more, but for what it is, it's pretty good. So do check it out. But again, just like with I Swear, it might trigger some people. So yeah. But anyway, that's all I've got to say about the film Urchin. If I am pronouncing that right, because I know in the short I didn't pronounce it right, but I was tired and sweaty at the time, so because I was rushing to get to the cinema in time. So yeah. But anyway, that's all I've got to say about it. If you've seen the film, love to hear what you think about it. Draw your own conclusions in the comments below. But other than that, thank you so much for watching. Like, share, comment, and subscribe if you can, please. Those of you new to the channel, I do gameplay videos every Monday and Tuesday, talking about all sorts of playing, like doing videos on long games, and I'm alternating between 4 games at the moment. Every Wednesday I do a Let's Play video, playing a game with commentary and everything. Excuse me. Every Thursday I do a topical vlog talking about all sorts of things that interest me, and the rest of the week I do reviews like this, about funny shorts, hauls, rants on live, videos with friends, game compilations, and loads more. See you in the next one. Peace to you all. And if you ever find yourself in a situation where you're homeless, do get help. Do seek out help, because there is help out there if you need it. Some people think that help will just not get them anywhere, and it even portrays that in the film, that sometimes help doesn't get you anywhere. But don't worry, there is definitely help out there. You just need to look for the right people. So yeah, alright. Toodles.